Hi, my name is Ken Todd. I'm Lisa Van der Pump's husband. I'm Jiggy's, the person that carries Jiggy, and I give a good shout out to Weho Sports. Thank you.
This is Jimmy Roberts, and you're watching Weho Sports. Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Kike Hernandez, and you're watching Weho Sports Show.
I'm Devin Taylor, and you're watching the Weho Sports Show.
What's up, everybody? This is Weho Sports. All right, you're at Dodger Stadium watching Weho Sports.
Well, good evening and welcome to Weho Sports. My name is Raul Alonso and I'm your host. Welcome, La La Land, West Hollywood, and around the globe to another edition of Weho Sports. We got an exciting one for you. We have somebody that has traveled from across the globe to be on this show. Yeah, she came from Moscow, and she has our guest. We're only going to say her first name because of security reasons. We have been surrounded by Secret Service, and there's nobody that can come into the studio because our guest is big in Moscow and in Russia. And with that, I'm going to introduce my guest. Hi, Natasha. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for coming.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
I mean, it must have been hard to travel all the way from Moscow to get here to LA.
Are you kidding? It is cold there right now. I'm happy to be here.
So you love the LA weather?
I do actually. Yes, it is amazing. Even though it's a little chilly right now, but it's way better. Like I can actually go to the beach. You know, there's no snow everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's the difference, because right now in Moscow you be with the coat and the hat and all of that stuff.
Yes, and you can't wear sexy clothes with all that coldness, you know.
Yeah, and talking about sexy, you are extremely sexy.
Oh,
so how have you found men from LA? Are they attracted to you?
A little too much. Apparently the accent, they like that a lot. They're just like, they smile at me, they can't look away. And yes, I get a lot of unquestionable pictures, you know, like, let's just say they look like eggplant. So anyway, yeah. It's a little scary, actually.
I don't know if men in Russia are the same as the United States. I think we're a little bit more aggressive for some reason. I don't know.
Well, you know, it's interesting. A lot of the guys here are actually, they're not as aggressive, but they are definitely online. They are more aggressive here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I mean, in Moscow, they are straight to the point. They will tell you right to your face exactly how they feel and what they want, and they will tell you right away. So I have no question. Here, it's like, oh, they send a message. Oh, I want to meet you. I want to, take you for dinner or drinks. And I am like probably only a person from Russia that does not drink.
Okay.
I know, don't shoot me.
I know, because I was gonna say.
Yeah. I don't like to drink. I just prefer not to. It's okay. I like to keep my head about me. So, but yes, they and then they just disappear. I think they call it ghosting or something now. Like they just message you like, oh, but I think they are trying to hook up, and then when they realize, oh, she is not going to do anything with me, then they're like, oh, okay, I don't want anything to do with her. And then they resurface later. Oh, I know you. I'm like, okay. I put you out of my mind. I don't remember who you are. But yes, that is a very interesting situation here for sure. But It's okay. I can handle it, and well, my bodyguards can too.
I know. So they're pretty scary because I saw them and they're pretty big and scary. So trust me when I'm telling you.
Yes. So if you see me walking around Hollywood, don't try them.
Because they're Secret Service, so yeah, they got weapons, and big weapons.
Oh yes, they have big weapons for sure. I like inspect to make sure.
You had to make sure you had the right weapons to protect you, right?
That's right. I love protection.
But that's fantastic. You are such a great actress. Tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself.
Well, thank you first of all for the compliment. I like to keep evolving as an actress. You know, I like to challenge myself. So when a role comes up to me and they're like, well, we need you to do this, I go, okay, I'll do it. You know, I want to keep making sure that I'm constantly getting better at acting, at my craft that I've chosen. And, you know, especially when you get to where I am and you've done a lot of different things, but there's still so much to do, you know, like, there's plenty of actors here that you think that, like, A-list actors here, you think they've done everything, but there are things that you ask them, like, what is one thing that you might want to do? And it's, you know, they have things too that they want to continue to get better for themselves. So for me personally, I like to do comedy, and of course I like the romance too, you know. Yes, I like the sexy men with the abs. They're very sexy. Anyway, but yes, so
well, you can watch your clothes.
yeah, exactly. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I love those two girls.
Yes, but you know, for me as a person, I really want to put out there good things, good vibes to people. And I want people to feel good. I want them to feel different things when they see me acting. So it's important to me to evoke some sort of feeling from them, whether it be laughing, crying, or you know, just intrigue, or whatever it may be. That it's just important, because if I'm like, oh, like people watch, they go, and they can change the channel or change whatever, you know, that is not, I am not living up to what I should be doing, you know. So that is more at the core of what I want to be, is just continue to get better as a person. You continue to grow, and as an actress or actor, you should continue to grow too.
You should. And but let me ask you this. I know that a lot of people in our industry, unfortunately, look at you and they say, well, she's not the body type, but they don't really know who you really are as a person. And I know you, and I love your confidence and everything, and I know you got some crazy message from some jealous girls in LA.
I have.
About you being so secure about yourself and being yourself. What can you say about that?
You know, I end up, sometimes I will have conversation with them, because first of all, they are judging me based on what they do not know. Like they are not aware of what I am trying to do to build a business, my craft, to build my the thing that I am doing. And you know, if they do not know my business model, they have no business sticking their nose in mine.
Right.
You know, so I do try to have the conversation with them to try to find out maybe where they are coming from, because I don't want to block them right away saying, oh, I'm just going to keep them out of my mind. But at some point you have to just let go, you know, like they keep coming back, they keep messaging you, they keep sending you messages and things, and then I just can't deal with that. So I have to keep my positivity, and negativity will bring me down. So I say, no more. Okay, thank you very much, but I have to let you go as follower, as friend, you know, no matter who you are. And that is unfortunate, but they have to learn their own confidence, and they need to figure out how to be more positive for themselves, because they can't draw it from me, as far as trying to leech it off of me, I think they would say. Because I like to give positivity, but if you're in negative state of mind, I can't help you. It's if you're so far that everything I say you're like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, then how am I going to help you if you keep refusing the positive message I want to give to you? So yeah, it is okay. I try to give them good message, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. If you don't understand, thank you very much. Be on your way. That is simple.
Is it been difficult the same way that they treated you like this in Moscow as in LA? Is the business in Moscow the same as in LA when it comes down to stereotype of women? Because I hate that in the industry.
I want to say they are not as bad about it, actually. They are a little more like accepting, and my friends here that are from back home, they are so amazing here. They support me, and they cheer me on, and that to me is amazing. They have been here for years, and it's just great to have that camaraderie, I think they call it, to be able to have that is just very nice. I think I repeated myself.
That's all right.
It's worth repeating.
It's worth repeating.
Yes.
Because, it's hard. I want the world to know that it's okay. Sorry, it's okay to be yourself.
Exactly.
You gotta have confidence in yourself.
That's right. It comes from deep within your spirit. I like to think that I put out this beautiful light to the world, and so many people do. And the more of us there are to put out the light and to put out the positive messages, the more people will feel, oh, I'm kind of missing out over here. Maybe if I think more positive. I actually had turning point about 5 years ago. I was not doing very good. I was depressed. I felt like I was going nowhere, and I had all of these feelings of just anger and control issues, And then I had this moment of epiphany, and I thought, oh, you know what? I feel like these negative thoughts, things that I thought might actually happened exactly how I thought them to happen. And I'm like, if I made that happen, what would I do if I thought positive? So that is my turning point, and I started thinking more positive, and more positive things have been happening. So that is where I am now. I feel so much more confident about me, about, I am not a little tiny girl, and I'm okay with that. There are plenty of women out there that are not tiny. We have great personalities. So many people do. And it doesn't matter what size you are. We don't need to be shaming each other.
Correct.
Yeah, we are here. We are fellow humans. We need to support each other. We're kind of only getting this go around once. So, why spend it so much time yelling at each other? It just makes no sense to me.
I totally agree with you.
Yes.
Because it doesn't, but it seems like a lot of people are more into that now that we are more into technology and stuff like that. So, but what people don't understand that you as a human being, like other stuff, you do a lot of stuff. You're very active, you just play volleyball.
I still love to, not professionally, but I still love to play volleyball. Find me on the beach when it's warm.
Except tell us the story what happened when you were trying to serve and the ball ended up at the water. So you're too strong for volleyball.
Yes, well, what can you do? One time it ended up on the pier. I had to have someone send it back. I'm like, I need to learn how not to punch the ball so hard. Punching balls is never good.
You need to be in my movie as superheroes, because that sounds like kind of superhero stuff.
You know, that's true. Every now and then I double punch the ball. They said, no double fisting.
And fisting, West Hollywood knows all about fisting. So we know exactly. But you also like art and you sing.
Yes, I do. Art has special place in my heart, actually. I am, fourth generation artist, actually. And my great babushka, she definitely she made the paintings and sold them for a couple $100, I think. Which is a lot of money back in like it's like the early 1900s.
Okay.
Like 1920.
Well, that was a lot of money. Then.
Yes, it was very much, and she was so talented. And my mom, rest in peace, she actually passed away, but
sorry to hear that.
She taught me so much about being an artist, about being individual. That's a tough little word.
I know.
Yeah. So and it's tough also because so many people, they think they need to think like everyone else. They need to fit inside the box, the thing, and then I'm like, break the box, go recycle it, and just be yourself.
Right.
You know. So that is something I am very thankful that I had very supportive parents, and they promote just artistic ability and to just share everything that you have, you put into the work. And that is another reason I actually like film so much. I like to act because I put everything I have into it. I want to give everything just so that I make those emotions for people. I want them to laugh and cry. I want them to feel things. So that is very important to me. So I feel like that being on the big screen is like the master canvas, something that we are painting with our bodies and our faces and our words, the message that we give to people. And so it's very important for so many people to give of themselves just who they are. Stop trying to be something that you're not. I tried it didn't work out.
I think we all have tried it at one time or another, and then sooner or later we come to our senses. And then they say that's not gonna work.
Yeah, some sooner than later.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I came to my senses sooner.
Sooner?
Yes.
But I mean, you were just talking about your parents and stuff. You had a very hard birth.
I did.
You almost were not going to be here. Over 40 hours on labor, your mom, I feel bad for her.
Well,
But I'm glad that you're here, though.
Me too. I think a lot of people are actually, and I especially, because I feel very blessed, not only to be on this planet, but to be able to share the love to people that I love so dearly. I have lots of wonderful people in my life, and they're all just so supportive of, like I said before, they're very supportive. So, yes.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about your close friend, Raven. I know you've been working with Raven.
Yes.
And she's writing a lot of stuff for you because now you got projects going on. We see you on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere.
Right.
So tell us how that came about, how you all met, and tell us a little bit about her.
Okay, well, she's from Florida, actually, and we had a lot of things in common. We both like to play volleyball. That's how we met, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so we have known each other for a few years now, but it's kind of like in the circle of things, when we play volleyball, most of the people that come are filmmakers or something like that, so we end up like being able to talk while we're at the beach and playing the volleyball. So then we got to talking, like that's how, when you hit it off with someone, you just go, oh, this works. This feels good, you know. And I am actually, it's hard for me to be friends with women a lot of times because of judgment and things. But I have a lot of female friends now that I feel very, very good about having them in my life.
Okay.
And you know, so. Gosh, Raven actually came up with this crazy idea. It's a lot about my history and different things that, and she wants to tell this major like feature film, and she wants me to star in it. So it talks about like a lot about American humor, actually, things that don't make sense here.
Right.
So many things they say here that make no sense at all. I'm still trying to figure out, when I see the sign on the car, it says baby on board. I'm imagining like this big long board and they have the baby strapped to it and they have it in the car. I'm like, why would you do this to the baby? I mean, this is not comfortable.
Do you come in with that tape? Or are you coming right
Exactly.
now?
I mean,
right?
this is torture to me.
No.
Like, when you put a sign to say it's torture, like what are you doing? And this other saying they say, can I be frank with you? But you're Raul. Like, why would you be frank? Just be who you are. You know?
I'm Raul. You're right.
I don't know. I don't understand. Anyway, these are things that are in the movie. We talk about that kind of thing. And so it's a lot of fun. She's getting close to finish with it, actually.
Nice.
So that is definitely going to be fun. I can't wait to make that. But
well, I can't wait to see it. But you have a crowdfunding. You guys are trying to put together a crowdfunding for this project. Am I correct?
Well, it's not necessarily. It can be sideways for the feature film, but I still need to build my following here. So we are mainly going to do crowdfunding campaign, and we filmed the last portion of the video last night. Actually, we were there until like 11 o'clock, and the video is going to be fun to watch, I can promise that. And we wanted to go as far as possible because I really think it's going to be crazy, but I'm not going to play it too much because I want people to see for themselves.
Okay.
So but that is going to lead to more projects, more videos, you know, things that we can do, like for the YouTube and for Instagram, which I do have about 19,000 followers on Instagram, but only 15% are in United States.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, so I have to build more followers
here.
Yes, and you know, it's hard to do. You know, like you have to stay so active. You have to do so many stories and things, and I'm just so busy all the time. And I try to, but I need someone to do that. But
Your personal assistant.
Yeah, yes, that would be great.
Will you be getting some personal assistant that speaks Russian so they can communicate better with you, or will you rather start communicating in English?
I think staying with English would be my best bet because, well, the majority of that's like, say for instance, I meet someone is from another country, but they speak English and I don't speak their native language. It would be better to communicate in English, and you can always get better and better at speaking English. Like, you know, I mean, I have pretty good accents, you know, so sometimes I go, you know, what did you say? Like when I'm ordering food, they just kind of look at me sometimes like, what are you talking about?
Because I think your accent is sexy, so I can see why a lot of men will fall for it.
Okay.
I'm gay and I'm falling for it.
Oh my God.
It's scary. I know.
getting hot in here.
It's getting really, and I'm sure you get a lot of more of those comments.
I do. I have this one follower actually on Instagram, and if he were ever to see this, he would go, oh, I know that's me. He sends, I think he comments every picture I post, probably 40 to 50 eggplants.
Oh no!
So apparently these pictures are really, really good. Now, I do have to say this too. Like, a lot of the pictures I post, I feel like I feel sexy. They might be pushing envelope a little bit, but I was in car accident a little over a year and a half ago, and I did not have too much following on Instagram because I was just getting started. I'm like, hey, and then finally I'm like, okay, I gave in. Because I was having bad problem with anxiety, and I think you remember some of this. I didn't want to leave my bed. I was scared. I didn't want to go outside, and I like it outside. I was afraid that something outside was going to kill me, and my dog is looking at me like, we need to go out. And I'm like, I know, but you don't understand. I'm telling the dog, he didn't care. So I had to take him out. Anyway, but the one thing that kept me going were my followers. And it was like, I'm like, okay, the one thing that I can do is put the makeup on, dress pretty and sexy, and take the pictures and put them on the Instagram. And that's what I did. So I built this Instagram just to kind of help with my own anxiety. So that is part of the backstory of my Instagram, actually. And if you go and you look at the pictures, you'll be like, oh my gosh, but it is me. It is part of me, I am sexy no matter what size I am. I have good personality. I like to just make people laugh, make people feel something. So yeah, but that's part of it.
Yeah, she's making me feel something right now. I don't know if I'm feeling straight or gay, but I'm feeling something here. But we have a minute and a half left. Look at the camera and tell us how people can follow you. Because you mentioned Instagram and stuff, and I know you just moved into the new technology world of Apple.
Yes.
So tell our viewers where they can find you.
Okay, well, I am available on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter's like low on the followers, so feel free to follow everything. Facebook too, but I have page on Facebook. Everything is under this. No, not the Twitter. Anyway, okay. So Natasha Kradnikov, actually, is the last name. It's Kradnikov. Natasha Kradnikov. It is my Instagram and my Facebook, and then I have a Snapchat. And Twitter, I believe, are the same, which are Natasha K. Russian. So those are pretty much the only two that I have. I don't think there's anything else out there. I tried to keep everything the same, but one of them, it was too long, so.
I see. Well, Natasha, I hate to say this, but our show has come to an end. I know.
Oh, no. I have to come back.
You have to come back.
Yes, maybe when I launch the crowdfunding campaign.
You can always come back anytime. This is a place where you can always try to reach all of your followers, and we can go worldwide. So now all of my friends back in Moscow in Russia, please hit me up. Tell me how proud you feel about my girl here. And in the meantime, we're going to check out. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, probably not the same people. But for those of you that are following one last time, Saturday is the big screening of Daughters of Legend. And you had part in it, so we didn't touch on it, but you got to come back after, and we have all the pictures, and we'll talk about the party and everything that's going to go on with the screening. So
definitely.
Thank you very much, Natasha, for being
Raul.
here. Tell Raven that I love her too, and thank you to everybody out there in La La Land. Hasta later.
Bye.
Bye.